Have you ever felt the weight of gazes upon you, leaving you to wonder whether to feel honored or overwhelmed? You've serendipitously stumbled upon the right space. For today, we embark on a journey to unravel 7 intriguing reasons why you seem to be the focal point of many a curious eye. I'm here to offer some enlightening reflections, and it's crucial to remember that when you find yourself the subject of someone's gaze, confrontation is not the pathway. We shall delve into the 7 mystifying reasons that magnetize others towards your aura. Imagine this presentation as a gentle nudge from the cosmos, an affirming whisper that you're on the path meant for you. Prepare to capture the essence of these revelations, for they may illuminate the reasons behind the spotlight you unknowingly command. Let us venture forth and decipher the secrets behind your ability to capture attention, navigating the journey of why your presence is a head-turner at every turn. Unseen magnetism. I've stumbled upon a fascinating insight. The first reason people often can't help but notice you might not seem unusual to you, yet to others, it's strikingly distinct. This phenomenon roots deeply in the aura you emit. Many of you have ventured into a spiritual odyssey, carving new paths and embracing the enlightenment within. This evolution is not confined to your inner being. It emanates powerfully, casting a radiant glow that makes your presence compelling to those around you. The allure you hold is the reason why strangers might steal glances at you, whether you're simply ambling along the street or perusing items in a store. At times, their interest is kindled because they perceive something recognizably unique in you, or they're captivated by the potent force of your aura. It's crucial to acknowledge that the journey you tread is distinctive. The vibrancy you exude is no ordinary trait. It acts as a lighthouse, particularly to those who may not resonate as deeply with their spiritual essence. As you meander through life's pathways, your energy pulsates at such an intensity that it garners the gaze of passers-by. You transcend being merely another individual in the multitude. You are a person whose soul luminously impacts others, even in brief exchanges. The brilliance you radiate and the energy you project render you irresistibly conspicuous. You become like a beacon, naturally drawing eyes in your direction. This entire dynamic revolves around the energy you embody. When you carry such positive, dynamic vigor, it's not just the well-meaning souls you attract. Occasionally, even those harboring less benevolent motives feel an inexplicable pull towards you, perhaps due to the formidable spirit you exude and their desire to test it in their own way. Nonetheless, emphasizing the positive aspect, it's your vibrant energy that distinguishes you. You become a focal point of attention, a magnet drawing the world's eyes towards you. Magnetic presence. So if you've observed an uptick in the number of glances coming your way, interpret it as a testament to your energy being not just visible, but profoundly resonant with those around you. Being kind-hearted, open, and authentically positive are fundamental qualities that draw people to you naturally. A further reason you captivate people's attention is your distinct appearance. Being one of the chosen ones signifies that you're not designed to just blend into the crowd. Your unique style and the manner in which you present yourself are unmistakable. You are destined to be prominent, not to conform. This distinctiveness in your appearance, coupled with your vibrant energy, establishes you as someone who not only gets noticed, but also leaves a lasting impression. Your luminosity and vitality are unmistakable, endowing you with an innate allure. In your presence, it's impossible for people not to take note because your aura is so compelling. You act like a magnet, pulling others in with the positivity and warmth you exude. Hence, if you've perceived an increase in attentive looks, it's a vivid indicator of the dynamic energy you embody. This is a quality to embrace with pride, regardless of whether it attracts well-intentioned individuals or those who may seek to disrupt your serenity. Your distinct appearance further underscores the reason you draw eyes wherever you go. You weren't meant to fade into the background like the rest. There's something inherently special about you that distinguishes you from others. Whether it's your fashion sense, your hairstyle, or simply the way you conduct yourself, you radiate an exceptional brightness that sets you apart. When this unique visual aspect is combined with your magnetic energy, it's hardly surprising that you leave an impression of dazzlement on those around you. Your presence not only gets noticed, but also actively evokes a reaction in people, often leaving them feeling somewhat astonished. You are more than just a face in the crowd. You are an individual who stands out, bringing something remarkable into the world, which is precisely the reason you draw so much attention. Being unusual, distinctive, and outside the conventional norms is what renders you fascinating to others. At times, the reason for the stares is sheer curiosity. People notice something extraordinary in you and are intrigued to decipher what it is that makes you tick. This curiosity is yet another reason why you might feel eyes on you more frequently than usual. Silent intimidation. But here's a third reason that might seem a bit odd. Some people might be staring at you as a way to intimidate. It sounds strange, but it's a reality. There are individuals who employ their gaze as a tool to unsettle you, aiming to make you feel uneasy. They aren't necessarily vocal or physically confrontational. Their method is to look at you in a manner that feels aggressive or disconcerting. Have you ever encountered such an intense stare, one that leaves you questioning yourself or feeling the urge to look away first? It's as if they are challenging you silently, attempting to corner you mentally. If you've ever experienced this, you know the discomfort well. It's like being under a microscope or judged without words. I'm keen to know if any of you have faced this kind of daunting stare. Please share in the comments if you've been the target of such unnerving attention. Encountering this can be unexpectedly jarring, prompting you to ponder their intentions and why you are the focus of their intense scrutiny. That uneasy sensation from someone's stare is very revealing. You can almost discern the negativity they're projecting simply through their gaze. If you ever feel someone is trying to intimidate you with their stare, the wisest move is to distance yourself from the scene. Remaining in such an atmosphere could pull you into a negative spiral, leaving you tense and uneasy. Avoiding this tension is crucial as it can disrupt your own energy flow. Shifting gears, let's consider another reason you might catch people's eyes: jealousy. Indeed, despite the ups and downs you face, there's something in your demeanor that sparks envy in others. Your resilience, akin to a hidden strength, allows you to rebound, which baffles some observers. They watch you, perplexed at how you persistently advance despite adversities. It's peculiar to realize that your genuine struggles, deeply personal to you, could incite jealousy in others. They admire your fortitude and tenacity, wishing they had your ability to navigate through turmoil. This unusual source of attention is real. Your capacity to triumph over disorder doesn't go unnoticed, sometimes leaving onlookers with a hint of bitterness. Gaze games. Feeling uneasy because someone's staring can indeed throw you off balance. It's not merely the look itself, but the palpable energy behind it that can be disconcerting. If you sense that someone is attempting to intimidate you with their gaze, the best response is to simply walk away. Remaining in that environment can disrupt your own energy and leave you feeling distinctly uncomfortable. Transitioning to another motive behind the stares, let's talk about jealousy. It's a genuine emotion that surfaces when you, despite your own challenges, continue to progress and attract blessings. Some individuals find this hard to digest. They observe you thriving, perhaps celebrating a new job, enjoying a new car, or reveling in a fresh relationship that brings you happiness, and they are struck by envy. They question, how do they do it? Why do good things consistently happen to them? This envy extends beyond tangible assets like cars or jobs. It can also be about your personal contentment and well-being, which might make others feel inadequate by comparison. Occasionally, this jealousy motivates them to mimic your actions or lifestyle, but such attempts often fall flat because, simply put, they are not you. Envy is intricately tied to the intimidation factor, harking back to that intense stare we discussed. This isn't a look of admiration, but one of envy, a death stare driven by the desire for what you have and who you are. It's challenging to be the focal point of such envy, yet it serves as a testament to your strengths and achievements. That intense stare that makes you think, enough already, it's unnerving. That's what we're addressing. It's as if the envy is unmistakable, blatantly evident on their faces. When you discern intimidation and jealousy in their stares, take it as an indirect compliment, a sign that you're on the right path. Continue to advance and don't let their negative vibes deter you. This is the fourth reason why you might catch people staring. Moving on to the fifth reason, it revolves around people analyzing your body language. Many of you, especially the empathetic ones, will relate to this. You're adept at reading atmospheres, sensing others' emotions, and often predicting their next actions. Interestingly, others are observing you for similar reasons. They're intrigued by how you conduct yourself, what your next move might be, or your current emotional state. For example, they might be trying to gauge whether you're in a good or bad mood, especially if they're interacting with someone close to you. They could be exercising caution, aiming not to provoke or surprise you, particularly for those navigating complex dynamics or dealing with challenging individuals like narcissists. Understanding body language is crucial. You're consistently attempting to stay ahead to foresee the unfolding events. So, if you notice someone's gaze fixating on you unusually long, they might be trying to decipher your behavior or emotional state. Their stare is not merely for the sake of staring, they're attempting to comprehend you better, to unravel what drives you. Now let's delve into the sixth reason, which might not surprise many. It's about your physical appearance. Indeed, it's as straightforward as that. You have a flair for style. From your hairstyle to your wardrobe choices, you exude attractiveness. People naturally notice these attributes, and it's common for them to be drawn to someone who presents themselves well. Attraction and observation. Now, I understand that it might feel strange or even uncomfortable when someone stares at you because they find you attractive without uttering a word. You might feel inclined to say, "Hey, can I help you?" or humorously suggest they take a photo because it'll last longer. I've been in those shoes. I've uttered those words when I've noticed someone giving me that intense look. However, it's crucial to recognize that when the stares are filled with jealousy or intimidation, it might be best to simply walk away and steer clear of any negativity. But let's not overlook the fact that you are beautiful, both internally and externally. You possess wonderful attributes, and that's a point of pride. Being the object of someone's attention because they find you appealing might seem peculiar, especially when you're uncertain about what exactly is drawing their attention. However, from their viewpoint, they're merely mesmerized by your looks. So, might this be an odd reason? Perhaps from your perspective. But for them, it's quite clear. They are attracted to you. The reality is, the reasons behind people's stares aren't always what we might assume. Indeed, some individuals might emit a vibe suggesting ulterior motives, or perhaps they're not particularly fond of you, yet it's beneficial to take a moment to observe their behavior, even in silence, to decipher the true motive behind their gaze. Moving forward to the final point, reason number 7 is quite simple. Some people are just outright bored. Indeed, there are those who relish in people watching, whether they're relaxing on their porch or spending time at a park. Their intention isn't malevolent, they're merely whiling away the time. This suggests that not everyone casting a glance in your direction has a concealed motive. They're not all driven by envy or intent on intimidation. Some may simply admire your style or find themselves with time to spare. Understanding their body language can often clarify any confusion, particularly when you're in close proximity. It's important to remember that there can be myriad reasons for someone's interest in observing you, and it's vital to remain focused on your own journey. Don't allow their stares to detract from your own goals and direction. If you found this video insightful, please don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up, and if you believe others could benefit from this discussion, feel free to share it across your social media platforms. Your support is incredibly valuable and motivates me to continue sharing my journey and insights with you. Thank you all for being here and for taking proactive steps towards a better version of yourself. I'm excited to connect with you in the next video. Remember, I'm cheering for you, sending love and peace to everyone.